Hi, I'm Ian Hanomansing. Welcome to the second hour of our show as we continue live outside Tumbler Ridge Secondary School in northeastern British Columbia. This community still struggling to deal with one of the worst mass shootings in Canadian history. The 8 people who have been killed all have now been identified, with the RCMP releasing the names earlier this afternoon. I want to go through those names now. 12-year-old Abel Mwansa. His father describes him as a great boy, ambitious, someone with a great smile. The RCMP confirming the identity of 13-year-old Ezekiel Schofield. 12-year-old Ticaria Lampert has been confirmed as one of the children killed at the school. The family of 12-year-old Zoey Benoit, describing her as resilient, vibrant, smart, and caring. 12-year-old Kylie Smith, a talented artist who had dreams of going to art school in Toronto. And a 39-year-old educator, Shannda, Aviugana-Durand, confirmed as one of the victims. So those people were all killed at the school behind me. 2 people were found in a nearby home: the shooter's stepbrother, 11-year-old Emmett Jacobs, and the shooter's mother, 39-year-old Jennifer Strang, identified by police by her legal name, Jennifer Jacobs. I spoke with CBC's Caroline Bargout last hour about a student who attended the school on the day of the shooting. Let's listen to that.
The 17-year-old, his name is Duncan Mackay. I was a little nervous about talking to him at first because obviously he's gone through something very tragic. His parents said it was okay, and he said it actually helps him to talk about it. And what he told me was, on Tuesday, he was in gym class. He and his cousin were in there and they heard gunshots. His teacher went out to take a look and see what was going on. He said his teacher went up the stairs and was shot at. The gunshots thankfully didn't hit the teacher, but when he returned to class, he said to the students, listen, this is not a drill. You need to get into the equipment room. We need to be safe. And he closed the door. Let's take a listen to what he said.
We all thought it was a hammer at first, hitting some metal, doing some construction. Then my teacher went out to check and he saw students on the floor. On the top floor, he went up to see, and he saw bullet holes in the glass. He managed to keep everyone in that gym, that equipment room, calm. He kept lifting up the mood whenever it started going down. He maybe cracked a joke, keep everyone morale up. It was probably the best part about that. Him keeping us all happy, keeping us as happy as he could.
Yeah, important to underscore something you said, Caroline, that you checked with his dad, I guess, right?
And
to
his
make
mom.
sure.
And his mom, they were both there.
I happened to run into a father and son at the supermarket, and they were talking to me, and the 15-year-old son also is in that gymnasium. Mm-hmm. The story was exactly the same, which speaks to, even in the midst of all that chaos and anxiety, the accuracy of the story. And you know about that teacher, I guess, right?
That's right. I asked him, what can you tell me your teacher's name? And he said it was Mr. Bertrand. And so I asked him, what do you think of what Mr. Bertrand did? Would you consider him to be a hero? And he said, absolutely. I mean, this teacher went to check on what was going on. He rushed back, made sure these students were safe, and then tried to distract them in order to keep them safe. And then also gave his phone to each of them so they can message their parents and tell their parents they were okay. So Mr. Bertrand, one of the heroes we are hearing about.
When I was talking to David Cochran on his program an hour ago or so, we can all relate to being in high school. We can think back to that moment. Mm-hmm. And could you imagine being in your high school, hearing what you think at first can't be gunshots, and then you realize they're gunshots?
Yeah. Oh, I should also mention that he said, they were in there for several hours. Mm-hmm. They were obviously scared. When the RCMP came and got them out, they walked through the school, and he said he was seeing, bloody footprints and bullet holes all over the school. And now he says he's got 1 year left in school. And he says, I don't know if I can ever go back to that school.
Yeah, so that's also something I've heard
traumatic,
from people. Can you imagine going back in there?
I couldn't. No,
Caroline,
no.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.